Hello and welcome to another video from UK Rival. Thanks for tuning in. Today we are looking at Forza Horizon 4, which is the fourth instalment in the Horizon series. This time set in the UK with the changing seasons. So we are jumping into the demo just for today's video, just to get a first look and feel of the game. I have noticed that it has gone gold, so it is ready for release. They finished adding the finishing touches. No doubt there'll be probably a day one patch, as there normally is with most games nowadays, but this game has gone gold. So in the start of the demo, we're just going to load straight into the game. Obviously I'll leave you with the opening scene so you can get a feel for the game.
Here's what I see. Be whatever you want to be. It's not your dream holiday anymore. It's your dream life. That's the horizon I see. Let me show you. Welcome to autumn. A new beginning for the festival that never ends. Don't go anywhere. Horizon is here to stay.
Alright, and here we are, straight in the brand new McLaren. So first look at the game as we tear through the English countryside. Nice to see there is an accurate representation with some roadworks. It's a nice touch there. Something I didn't expect to see, I was honest. So a little close call here, but it's fine. So the handling characteristics, it's a bit more arcadey as you would expect, being a Horizon game rather than a motorsport game. Forza Motorsport series tends to be more realistic handling. It's a little bit more cartoony in the Horizon, just to make it more playable. Water, as you can see there, is savage, and I almost hit a sheep, which is something I didn't think I'd be able to do. So as we speak, we are racing towards the Horizon Festival, as it were. Now this car, this is the only time I've had to drive it so far, and it is incredible. So it will be probably one of my most used cars in a game. Now we switch over with the changing of the season. So we started in autumn. This is into the winter season. So this opening bit is just a bit of a showcase of each of the different seasons. So now in the truck, just going off-road onto the ice. So a couple of moments we're driving into the back of people, but overall, to be fair, I mentioned about the handling a little while ago. I do like the handling on this game. I found it very easy to drive. Nice to see that the old cobbled walls don't slow you down too much, even though in real life you would absolutely destroy your car on them, as I've seen many a car destroyed by them. So it's quite nice to see. I think if they were like that, it'd be virtually unplayable. Sort of the Horizon memo is to go anywhere and do anything, so it just makes the game more accessible for everybody. We don't lose too much time, so if you come off the racing line a little bit, it's not going to affect you too much. Again, this game really isn't about sort of the racing line, it's just about finding the fastest way to the objective. So obviously the game's not setting on any difficulty at the moment, so it's not exactly difficult just to get ahead. You just got to pretty much drive the track. Like all the lights, the festival site looks good itself as we're approaching it now. So just changing into the outside view just to give you a better shot of it. So it looks like a festival. Obviously it's a car festival. So we are launching into the festival site now, and in a moment we'll change season. So this is where we go into spring, and obviously on to the fresh mud and the rally stages. Now this bit of the game, I like the entry there, although that's a computer, but it's a nice entry. This is interesting. do tend to struggle a little bit with rally in games, just because it's so damn hard. One thing I did find annoying was the smoke. Tends to block you seeing where you're going, so I tend to just use the inside view just to get a feeling for what the cars are like inside on this. I've noticed this hand there missed the gear lever, so it's a little bit inaccurate depending car to car, but you're never going to get exact cars, so it's too minor to even notice. It's only since I've been watching this back that I've noticed it. But again, nice little entry. Trying to avoid the water a little bit there. A few jumps, nice little backflip there by one of the riders. Graphically, already this game is insane. The way everything is so crisp, everything, it just looks so good. Another rider did a little backflip there, so flying through the pipes. One of them will disappear off, the blue one. So I didn't find this rally car too difficult to drive. It handles quite nicely. A couple of little bits of oversteer, but you get that when you're riding on fresh mud, as it were, into the pond. That's another rider there, so they tend to fall out as you go down through the stage. Oh, I think two of them just took each other out there. But so stage, it looks fantastic as we drive through the forest. We're now out at the bottom, so we are out onto the bridge. So this is the last bit of the stage into summer. So this is where the sort of the big boys come out to play. Nice little grouping of cars here. So this is the final part of the race to Horizon. So we are going back into the centre, which is insane. So you've got a Centenario there, you've got a Chiron, an FXXK comes up in a little bit, and a Vulcan. So nice to have the jets coming overhead, sort of Red Arrows-esque, which is nice. So the car just gripped and sort of doing 180 and just held around the corner there. So you had some people coming out of the dirt, obviously rally cars. There's another few cars that pop out of everywhere. So nice little villages. Stupid Chiron just jumps in the way, just a pain in the arse. So I've dented the back of his and the front of mine. So nice hot air balloons. I love a hot air balloon. I've noticed in the Horizon series, I suppose it's a good advertising tool. And here comes the FXXK, so you just come past the Vulcan. Car just tanks. It's just so good and so grippy. So road signs all look good. So they've obviously put the research in and done the hard work. So it's sort of set in the countryside, as it were. What have we got to finish? We've got an Aventador to finish just before we hit the line. Nice little t-shirt there for when we actually get the full game, just for getting there. So this is our first look into the Horizon site.
Hey, nice to meet you. I'm Kira, director of the festival. Looks like you've made a good impression with our talent scouts.
This one might have a real chance of taking a spot on the roster.
Rebecca's one of our former champions. She's giving me a hand running the Horizon road racing series.
Excited? I remember my first day at Horizon. It's all pretty surreal, huh?
I'll leave you two to get set up for the first race. Good luck.
Right then, let's get you behind the wheel. Which one will it be?
Right, and here we are. So, time to pick our first car. So we've got the Focus RS, the TTS, and the Charger. So, I don't really know why the TTS is in that group. I've gone for the Focus, although I was very close to picking the Charger. So being a Forza game, you know, the cars, the reviews of the car, well, the looks of the cars, the detail is going to be insane. So you've got the airbag sticker in there, just inside the door there. So obviously Forza take a great deal of pride in the way they present the cars. It's a nice little touch change in the number plate. I did change it again after this video. It was just something quick I bunched together. Right, so that is the car picked, play done, and a couple of events there on the map. So what I'll do now is continue, sort of have a little look around. So check back for more videos coming. There will be plenty of more videos on this, and obviously the new FIFA 19 demo has come out today as well. So I'll have a video up of that very shortly, just with the opening scenes, getting a look at the match data. But for Horizon 4, check back in the next video just for the opening 2 races, and then there is a showcase in there as well that we do get up to. Thanks very much. Thanks for watching.